Hello, guys. Hello, guys, and welcome to Steve's Hot Takeout. Real quick, man, listen, check this out. Competition against other people is inconsequential if it's not in a sporting event or anything of that nature. Competing with other people is a toxic thing to do because you can't turn it off. See, that's what the Jordans and the Kobes don't tell you, and it's glorified through our community. But you can't turn competition off. The only person that you should be competing with is you. Yesterday's you. Last week's you. Hell, I want to be better than future me. I want to be better than the person that I'm becoming. That's how much I compete with myself, you know. But other people are inconsequential to my journey. Because here's the question about competing with other people. It is not if they do better than you. What if they stop? Then is your bar measured by somebody who's mediocre now? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Come on. There's no competition with nobody else. And furthermore, competing with other people builds a litany of excuses. I've done it. Oh, they got this because they ain't got it. Oh, they got this competitive advantage. You are the advantage. You are the disadvantage to yourself. Everybody. It will always be about thyself. Thyself versus thine flesh. That's how this works. You are a spirit competing against this flesh because this flesh just wants ego and pride. And it wants to consume. It wants to cannibalize. But you must hold it under subjection. This is why when people finally cross the barrier of losing weight or finally cross the barrier of overcoming or mastering their body and they work out daily and they start eating the right things, you can see a catastrophic change in them. It's a polar opposite. Because they have now discovered and figured out that the entire time they were doing this and that, it was always them. So I admire people who've overcame weight issues, who's consistently taking their health serious, because it's a physical example of what we should be fighting in the spirit. When you finally get rid of that excess weight that you have dealing with the people you deal with, you don't have to cut them off, but what you can do is properly set the expectations in the relationship and what you're going to contribute to it that doesn't make you toxic or doesn't get you out of your zone or get you out of the place you need to be. You have to get rid of the excess weight of doubt, the double thought. Stop thinking. Listen, you're great. Come on, you're great. You don't need anybody else to affirm or confirm that. People can do that to actually confirm some things for you, but it really comes down to you. I'm a big advocate of self-responsibility, because my mother instilled that in me when I was such a young boy. Every time something would happen at school, it didn't matter whether I did it or not. What was my responsibility in the situation? How did I even get in the blast radius of that? What did you do is what my mom would always ask. And it would frustrate me. It would make me mad. I would get offended. And that trauma of me not accepting the responsibility has followed me a little bit in my adulthood. Having the spirit of offense and being defensive about things, not calming down and thinking, what are they actually trying to say to me? Even when somebody opposes my thought, that's still something I continually have to work on. Taking responsibility is a process. It ain't just saying sorry. That is a low level or the lowest form of a responsibility. We know you're sorry if you did something wrong, but an apology is built within action. Apology is not words. It is strictly action. Responsibility is strictly action. And responsibility is hard. It's tough. You do not just get to. When you're dealing with responsibility, sometimes you don't even get the result that you desire. Sometimes you don't even get the outcome that you want. But I guarantee you, everybody that's taking responsibility for anything in their life has always thought to themselves, they breathed, they were able to take a breath. Even if a person has taken responsibility for doing something heinous, there's a weight that's lifted off of you. There's a weight that's lifted off of you automatically because you taking full responsibility. Now, once you take responsibility, you can start the rehabilitation process in that relationship. You don't have to go back into that relationship. You can start the rehabilitation process in getting yourself back to a financial place that you need to go. You can start the rehabilitation process with rebuilding that friendship. You can start the rehabilitation process of getting to know thyself once again. It will always be thyself versus the flesh. Not necessarily the physical flesh, but your spiritual flesh. Your pride, your ego, your stubbornness, backbiting, the lying. We all do it. Everybody does it. We got to stop pretending like we ain't all got some fucked up shit in our life. We're all pretty fucked up. But my fucked up may not be the same as your fucked up. So what I can do is, whatever my strengths are, I can help you in your weakness instead of criticizing you in your weakness. Self-responsibility. I am still on that journey of self-responsibility, and I want you guys to continue to walk with me, man, because as you're seeing me talk, as you're seeing me come before you guys, I am experiencing the journey with you. I have not reached any level. It's great, and I've always wanted to do this because I wanted people to see that I'm still walking, like I'm still, I still deal with certain things, and I just say it, I'm an open book. There's no need to hide it. For what? Take the fig leaves off. Who told you were naked? It's what God said to Adam. We don't need to cover up for each other anymore. When you open up to people, it's not exposing your business. It's revealing that we're not alone and we're all together and we struggle with the same thing sometimes. Guys, we're all stuck in the snow. So I'm going to come to you a few times, man. I love doing this. I love being a part of somebody's journey to help them, because I know what it feels like to want to be helped. I know what it feels like to want to tell somebody about something, but you feel like if you tell them, they're not going to understand. But man, when you start taking responsibility for your life, there's a freedom in that. And you don't get material things off taking responsibility, although that can come with the package. They can come with the bundle package. Don't get me wrong. But it's bigger than that. You get your dignity. And that's one thing nobody in this world can take from anybody, is their dignity. Man, I love you guys. I tell you what, man, I'm going to keep coming at you guys during the snow. If you want me to talk some more, I will. But man, this was Steve's Hot Takeout, man. And I hope that we all can continue to get it fresh. I hope we all can have fresh starts. I hope we all can continue to build each other up. I hope we all could subscribe to the ideology of liberty. And liberty is something that I believe is in our pathway. It's in our purview. But it starts with self-responsibility. It starts with us being there for us. This is Steve's Hot Takeout. Well, you just got it fresh. Oh, yeah. Coming soon.